Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. This is going to be part 2 of our video series where my son and I are going through and troubleshooting our plasma cutter. So if you didn't catch the first video, please go back and find that one. That's where he explains that he's going to school for this exact same thing, which is why he's here helping me on a weekend because he's free. So we're working our way through the troubleshooting. Let me know when you're ready to start doing stuff, and we'll... Okay, so we're looking for auxiliary 8, right?
You should see something when I tap this.
Okay, let me know when you tap it.
You see anything?
No.
Let me try this one more time. A little better connection. Anything?
No.
I see a spark when I do it.
A spark, so you've got power going through it?
So it's hitting that pin. You're not seeing anything?
No. Do you want me to do it and you come up and look?
No, because that tells me all I need to know.
Okay, so what does that tell you?
It tells me to continue.
Tells you to continue. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've eliminated that part, so it's not the jumper, right?
So your wire is likely fine.
Okay. Here, let me give you a screwdriver, and you want to just test the continuity on that wire just to, like, double sure?
Oh, I tested it earlier.
You tested it earlier? Yeah. Okay, so the wire's fine? Okay. So we're now... Let's get this flatter so there's not a reflection in the middle of it. And there's still a reflection.
You got my multimeter up there?
Yeah, you want your multimeter? Okay, here you go. Maybe we'll come down and see you.
I'm just going through it right now.
Okay.
You should read 12 volts between ground and pin 4.
So I know what it reads on that. I've been this far, but I wanted second opinion, yeah. Especially with someone that actually has some schooling on this. Hey, it's noon.
Is it? Oh yeah.
But yeah, siren. Okay, so, ready to go for it?
Yeah. Should be between here and, does that say 12 volts?
11.88.
That's close enough.
That's within, if I remember right, it's within the range,
yeah,
doesn't it? Is it like 11.5 through like 13?
Yeah, it's within that range. I'd say it's fine.
So it gives you a range.
Because here it says 11 through 13 volts.
Is fine.
So
we've got good voltage.
Yeah. So if the meter is not reading within here, continue, and this tells you where your issue is.
So where is our issue?
It is. The jumper wire is good. The AccuMove controller may need repaired.
Okay, can we go to the next step and see if there's another one to verify on that?
I mean, we could, but that might be a little frivolous.
Okay, so we're seeing the AccuMove VFC. Is it the VFC or the AccuMove?
This guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what we've been testing. So we tested the wire going up there.
Right.
Wire's fine. We tested the ground. Ground is fine. We got 12 volts there, and it's fine.
Okay.
But it's regardless of what we do not get an IHS reading on that up there.
Right.
So
our signal is not getting
there's
up
something
here.
within this doesn't seem to be working. I mean, we can go through these extra tests and see, but it kind of seems like this guy's not happy.
Yeah, that was kind of my diagnosis too, but I wanted a second opinion.
Yeah.
Can we go through let's go through the other ones just in case?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
With the height control cable.
So as you can see, we're in the middle of the diagnostics here. And this is, anytime that you've got something where you're going to be replacing something that's going to have some cost, a second opinion is always worthwhile. And that's what Elijah's up here to do, is to help me with that second opinion. So he got to the same point I got. He got the same exact result I got, but I still wanted him up here to run through the troubleshooting. It is great experience for him. And I didn't tell him, going into this where I really thought that the problem was. I wanted him to go through that. And that's kind of the same thing I do in my classes. Is I let the students discover what's going on and what's wrong, even if I might know where it is. And even in the factory when I was training folks there, I often let them set machines up wrong And if it was safe, we ran it anyway and made bad parts, like one, because when people saw that, then they had the ability to understand in the future what they need to do or what they need to look out for. And everybody always learns more from their mistakes than their successes. Always learn more. But I wanted him to go through this process with me just so that when I suddenly have an ask for a big piece of expensive equipment, two of us have gone through it. That's what we have. And luckily, where I think the issue is and where he's come to the same conclusion, it's the cheaper of two pieces. I think $611 is where I found it. I'll see where I can get it through my vendor. So it's this unit right here that we think we have an issue on. This is the other unit that it could be because all the wiring is okay. The problem is this unit is right around $3,300 and this one's just a little bit more than $600. So I'd rather it be here than here. $3,300 on the value of a machine like this is getting close to kind of totaling it if we were talking about cars. There is something unhappy in here. I think it's the fan, right?
Yeah. It doesn't want to do it now, but it wasn't happy.
Yeah, when it first starts up, the fan is tired. It needs to be replaced. So we might look at having that. I'll talk to our IT guy and see, since that's another controller unit, see if he wants to crack that and give it a good clean. But that's a possibility too. We also don't want to. We're never going to open this up when it's under power. But yeah, this is the unit that we think it's in right now. So yeah, if you didn't see the earlier video, mid-run on a job, it stopped sensing the height of the material, and we checked all the wiring. It's not the wiring. It looks like a unit burned out or had an issue. You ready to go to the next test, just in case?
I did the next one, and I was getting the right voltage on there. I'm probably going to end up going through all these tests one more time, just to be sure.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went through everything I could, at least as far as that thing was telling me. And it turns out this wire here is fine. The ground wire going into the box is fine. The connector seems fine. It's kind of all pointing toward that controller not being happy. So just to verify, since $600 is a good chunk of change, I'm just going to double verify that everything's all pointing toward that box.
Okay.
So that's what it's looking like.
And it's not that we're shooting in the dark. We're going right through Lincoln's. I think you're in the shot too. We're going through.
I know. I was looking at the camera.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're going right through Lincoln's troubleshooting guide. So here, let's come over here. So this is the troubleshooting guide. Let's get to the front page. And we are literally on the guide that is for these two units. So we're going step by step. So any tech that comes is going to be using this exact same thing. This is what's made by Lincoln to verify that. So you went through. Did you go through the other steps?
Yeah.
Further on,
I went through a couple more. So we went through this first one, which is what we're having. IHS is not detecting.
Right.
We went through this whole thing. Didn't seem to change much.
No.
And then there was a second scenario that we didn't go through because this isn't what we were getting this time. We were getting it earlier, but it was something I spotted last time. It was, a little short on a wire.
Yeah.
It was detecting before it was even touching the metal.
Right.
So right now, I just kind of went halfway through this, just general troubleshooting the IHS circuit, and went through here, did a couple settings, and from here, right here, it has you ground out pin 4 on a connector there. Mm-hmm. And what that should do is give you a IHS reading on that controller panel over there. You said it didn't do anything.
Right.
And
it didn't.
I went through here. I got 12 volts there. And then I got 12 volts on this connector as well. So things are seeming pretty healthy. I may, check that.
Because I think this is the one, the pin 3.
Where you're jumping
And
pin.
yeah, and it's red because somewhere it says, jump pin 2 and be careful not to accidentally jump to pin 3 to ground. So I'm assuming that means that's like tech speak for bad things.
Yeah, don't short it.
And that's it. So we're just left with. So you've done this one. So we're just left with this one test.
Just with that one.
Okay. So in your amateur opinion, because it's not yet your professional opinion,
Yeah.
that you believe it's VFC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the VFC is bad.
VFC AccuMove controller. I think he's not happy.
Okay.
So
So I think we're going to go ahead and let's run that last test. So we'll put that last test on video, and then I think we'll go ahead and remove that unit from the machine, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do we'll just open it up and take a look. See if we've got a metal fragment somewhere, see if we've got dust.
what could it hurt?
Yeah, it's not going to hurt anything. We know it's possibly bad, but if it's something we could fix, maybe as a burn trace or something, we can take that then. So yeah, we're going to continue on this. I'm going to have him run the one last test, but I think this video here is long enough. We're going to make this how about we make this a 3-part series? We do that? Yeah, a bunch of little videos that you can space out over time. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying seeing a little bit of my personal life behind the scenes and seeing really kind of where career and tech students can go. Elijah had a chance to be one of my students for about 6 months, roughly about 6 months.
3/4 of a year.
Yeah, 3/4 of a year.
That's yours.
That's mine. Yours is over there.
Okay.
Unless you already drank out of that.
No.
I don't care. So anyway, he was a student of mine for a little bit, but unfortunately for him, COVID happened in the middle of his education. So a lot of his hands-on classes that he would have had as a high school student were all online. So he had just kind of a quick splash of career in tech and did actually choose that for a career. So if you're one of my students out there watching, or you're a student from somewhere else, look at the career in tech. There's so many areas that you can go with that are interesting. Elijah's found out that he can go and do just about anything with his degree, work in just about any trade or industry, which is really kind of cool. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and end this video here, and we're going to do a part 3 in a little bit. So as always, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.